5. What's up? These are our 1-quart canteen covers. They will hold the 1 quart with a cup, 5 M4 mags, or 60 round drum PMag. And these pouches on the side, these will hold some of the little food bars or whatever you want to put in there. You can put a couple of 9mm pistol mags in there. 3 columns wide. We just made some coyote mesh pockets, woodland mesh pockets, OD padded hearing protection pouches. Those over there are cigar cases, purple cigar cases, purple cigar, coyote cigar cases, EDC organizers also in coyote, OD black butt packs, black large clothes bags. We have a few more black vehicle med bags, OD black double wide cross body bags. That is the shirt right there for the week. Pretty cool. That's the face of it. William, what's up? WebDad, HDC Crossbones, what's up? HD Crossbones. Vance, what's up? Sully. Jeremiah, Isaac, what's up? Brawl Dog. For real, what's up? Mike. Chewy Dupree, Draven, Mike Harmon. What's going on, guys? Looks like we're running multicam black small mesh pockets. Black toxic zippered knife pouches. Fanny packs in black. Two-quart canteens in woodland. 24-inch round duffels, multicam black OD. Roll-up dump pouches in woodland. CQB subloads in multicam. Tell the Marines in Darwin. Byron, what's up? How are you? Anybody do anything good today? Watching the live stream of ice. I saw the beginning of it on Portland. Fucking wild, man. We actually do have a right to be here. What are you going to gain from that? What are you going to gain other than you're going to be the fucking hippie that didn't have a fucking job that you're telling your fucking grandkids about? I mean, what the fuck do you gain by it? You don't even fucking know any illegal aliens. 3H, what's up? John, what's up, Bateman? Just did a full changeover of the rat room. Just came inside, took a shower, got cleaned up. Bought some bags of ocean forest for planting. Nice. Which ocean forest are you? Well, they're ocean forest. Fox Farms is ocean forest. I live in D.C. Lots of protests along Route 1. Well, fucking rubber bullets, man. You know who doesn't have a job. Like, if you're at a fucking protest, you're most likely not employed. Went to Encinitas, got some good grub. Worked. What'd you get from Encinitas? Where'd you go? We used to go to the fish house in Encinitas. I think it was the fish house. They had a seared ahi I would get fucking almost raw from them. It was fucking amazing. Watched a movie with the kids today. Actually really good. How to Train Your Dragons. Oh, yeah, I think I've seen that, man. Bought a generator for $50. Right on. Swam half a mile. Look for the wife's earnings lost last night. Look for the wife's earnings lost last night to show my support. White, gold, and diamonds. So, I'm not following you, man. Did she lose a ring or something in the water? Is that what you're talking about? Got back from vacation to find a machine shop is shutting February 6th. New owner only wants the press side of the business. So what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? Earring. Thinking of painting your Mossberg 500 yellow. and just load bean bags. Go around to these protests and hand out job applications. James Young, what's up, man? One with real people, not a cartoon. Oh, got it. Not even heard of it. Chuck, what's up? Got a new group of fish. Will be interesting to see if I got a pair breeding pair. What kind of fish, Chewy? Most beach areas have metal detector guys that can hire. Yep. A lot of people going have government. Well, yeah, government jobs are out of jobs, right? Clever, what's up, man? Chuck, we made those double wide crossbody bags. I've not seen an order for you. That doesn't mean somebody else didn't pack it, but I've not seen. We built those that you asked for. They're here. I think I still have. Looks like I have all 6. I don't think any have shipped. Golden Rams. Oh, cool, man. Right on. Thoughts on the bomb plant? I don't have any thoughts on it. I didn't even know the plant was there. No thoughts at all. Have you any thoughts on it? I have one in my cart. Going to send. Got it. And those red bifold tool carriers are being made this week. They're cut right over there. I walked past them just a minute ago. 250th anniversary at Pendleton tomorrow. Staying clear. Going to be locked down due to the guests. Is the Marine Corps birthday? The Marine Corps birthday is not tomorrow, right? Going to buy 25 to 50 sheep to clear land. Use the wool to insulate the house. Right on. As long as you know what you're getting into. We have hair sheep, not wool sheep. Are you buying lambs? Have you had sheep? I'm sure you know. November 10th, USMC birthday. I need a tactical wig. Gay Billy Goat. Always stolen valor. Always amazing when another man comes in. You're a woman, aren't you? That's the whole issue here. Are you one of my ex-girlfriends? I haven't had an ex-girlfriend for 30 years. Like, I've been with the same one. Like, fucking very bizarre. Like, don't you have some dicks to go suck somewhere? Stolen valor. And I'm gay. I have children, a lot of them, and a woman. Tactical wig. James Ellis. Everything's fucking awesome. Good day. You're my ex. Which one? Are you still stretched out? Big celebration. Amphibious demo. Right on. And you're banned. Come back with a new fake account. Travis, what's up, man? Hey, Travis, what's up, dude? Are you in Florida right now? Did you see a carload of Qatari diplomats in Egypt going to the peace sign? Yeah, what's up with them building a fucking Qatari air base in Idaho here? Talking to a guy at a hardware store. Dude got dizzy and heart trouble. Had to call 911. Ended up taking his dog back to his house. That's very nice of you, man. He was worried about the dog. Do we know how he is currently? Travis, is there hunting during the winter, or the iguanas are mostly like, where do they go in the winter? Hello, Frank the Tank. What's up, operator? Been practicing getting my Rallyman vest on when loaded down. Find it quicker to load the mags after I have the vest on. Huh. So what if you have it, you better practice with it loaded though, right? Because you're just going to one arm through and throw the other one around. You better practice with it loaded, because if you got to don and doff that thing, right, while you're sleeping or fucking, patrolling or whatever, I mean, you got plenty of time to practice right now. before you ever had to use that for real. Go out and do some patrolling and stuff. So I asked you a while ago about the warehouse, and now they are built. Could you maybe go into what more? How do you insulate it the best? John, I don't know what you're asking me. What, the warehouse, what are we talking about? Winter is their breeding season, got it. So they're still fucking, I guess you guys are pretty warm down there. They're going to train at Mountain Home Air Base along with Singapore. So they're not building a base? Everything I keep hearing saying they're building a base. Practicing with loaded, putting it on over plates. You're really not going to wear that rig over plates. I mean, you are right now, but insulating warehouse is a losing proposition. Yeah, I haven't insulated. My warehouse is insulated with the insulation that it came, like my garage area, but it's still fucking cold out there even when we're pushing heat. You just layer clothes. Paul, what's your fucking problem? I had a shotgun under my chin. Why? They fired you from a job. Go get a motherfucking job. You know how to work. What about that daughter you love so much? All this fucking purple shit sitting around here is here because your dumbass fucking ordered it for your children. And now you're talking about killing yourself? Girl, just fucking stand the fuck up. Pull your fucking nuts out of your asshole and stop this bullshit. Where are your fucking children at right now? Where's that fucking dog you spent all that motherfucking money to keep alive when that fucking dog got run over? And you're talking about killing yourself? Utilizing our base, probably building a hangar. Got it. Yeah, there's fucking jobs everywhere. We have our pick of who we want to hire right now. I don't even hire anybody that comes off of these fucking videos I post. You're in the hospital. Good. You're in the hospital, but you have your phone. Where are your children? Where are those daughters? If I ever need my 24 mash, you're correct. I won't be worrying about plates. Fucking, where are you carrying 24 mag? What are you doing?
These are pretty close.
So trim the longest of them. You know how to cut them. Just cut them. You can sand them on sandpaper if you need to. I see one sticking up there.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is weird because if you have one that's long, you should have one that's short. Although you got those extra pieces, so it could be on, that extra length could be on those two end cuts.
Correct.
Okay. Whitaker, mate, it's rough out here in Australia. You need to look into the Melbourne machete attacks and the youth crime. Recommend a state to move to. Australia is the next. Yeah, Australia is fucked. We saw that all through COVID. From our perspective, you know what your media would show. Tennessee's fucking great. I know guys like Ohio, Texas. There's places in Texas that are good. Yeah, you guys are being overrun. Fucking those machete gangs. Those ain't white kids. Those ain't people that look like they came from fucking Australia. Last guy you hired from watching videos was hot though. I don't know who you're talking about. If you're talking about yourself, there were several after you. Australian Defense Force. Yeah, we ran into some of your guys' clearance divers a few times. Idaho has the lowest crime per capita. Idaho has the lowest population per capita. You guys have a lot of land mass with very few people. Kind of sad. Just ordered some gear and then the next day the sweet Halloween shirt. Well, what does that fucking mean? You can't order another fucking shirt? Order the fucking shirt. Sad that you ordered gear and then we dropped the shirt. Just order the fucking shirt. We have fucking discounts and shit all the motherfucking time. The shirt's badass. Order the fucking shirt. You'll have it by Halloween. You'll probably have it before the other shit you ordered. What happened the last time we let Muslims learn how to fly planes? I mean, what were the Crusades about, right? You always hear how the Crusades were fucking evil. Told by the perspective of who? What were the Crusades about? November 1st will earn my IFB. Oh, fucking awesome, Thomas. What state are you running out of for NPC right now? I was a dance teacher for 24 years, struggled, went into sales 6 months ago, and 3x'd my... Of course you did. Of course you did. Jobs are out there. Yeah, you just got to be the right guy, man. I had a kid today. We had a server kid at a local cafe. And he brings the food. And I'm like, hey, could you get me a glass of water, please? Could I please have a glass of water? And his whole demeanor changed. Like 3 people brought the food and they're like, hi, we're glad you're here. So good to see you. Can we get you anything else? Yeah, I would love a glass of water. And his fucking face went just like shitty. And he's like, the water's self-serve. You can get it on the other side of the wall. That's cool. Your fucking tip is fucking my choice. You could have, and the way to handle it, if I was a server, I would have gone, yeah, the water's right here. I'll get you a glass. If you need any more, it's right on the other side of the wall. And I will never fucking, that kid won't get fucking shit ever again. Half his head was green, half his head was black. Little emo looking fucking kid. And they got that good fucking show. Like management's told them, you greet the customer with a cheerful attitude. And the first time I fucking asked for something, that little piece of shit was like, yeah, it's right on the other side of the wall. It's self-serve. He didn't have shit in his hands. He fucking had just brought our food. It was nothing for me to get up and get it. But I usually tip. I tip fucking, if my fucking bill is $100, I leave a $100 fucking bill on the table all the fucking time. I do that. You can ask anybody that's been to dinner with me. We tip 50% fucking minimum. And it's just attitude, man. You will have fucking 3-4 people doing the exact same job at a business, and one will make fucking 10 times what the other 3 make. It was Daymaker. It was Daymaker. That's exactly where it was. Little fucking emo, little fucking fake little motherfuckers. You probably heard the water request 1,000 times a day. The same way John gets it. Yep, probably so. But he fucking chose the wrong motherfucker. Imagine how much further that business would be with silly little shit. You know, I went in there and I got French toast once. And I asked for, they have these little tiny pats of like fake butter. And I said, hey, do you have any real butter? Can I get some real butter? And a chick put some in a little bowl. And the next time I went there, I asked for butter and they gave me the bullshit. I didn't go back there for 3 fucking years because of the butter. And when I go someplace, there are many people on this video right here that went to dinner with me fucking several times a week. When I go someplace, I go the same fucking place over and over and over. When we go to a fucking restaurant, I walk in and my bill is fucking $300, even in these little local fucking restaurants, because I fucking pay for everybody's food that sits down at the table with me. Split the tips? I leave a $100 bill. If they split the tips, he's dumb enough to tell him I fucking gave it to him. Discipline their children, we wouldn't have. That's true. That's absolutely true. That's $1,000 opportunity to make money. Yeah, and how many times have you been with me where I fucking pulled a server out of fucking a business and gave them a fucking job, a real job, or introduced them to somebody? I have many friends that own fucking very high-end restaurants and establishments. When I see a fucking good server, I fucking pass the opportunity to somebody else to fucking hire that kid. Always order dessert first when eating dinner with John. I always order dessert first and drinks. And fucking hors d'oeuvres. And on one bill. I've never seen them ask how would you like us to split the bill? Or how many bills would you like? I've never seen that till I moved to Tennessee. We went to a ramen place today where we go pretty often. And there's these 2 Asian kids that work there, young men. And they're fucking awesome. They're on their game. And when I'm done with the ramen, I'm like, hey, can I get a to-go bowl or box for the ramen? And they do it right there at the table. And the last couple times we've gone, we get this androgynous chick that fucking looks like a boy, literally cuts her hair like a boy, has no fucking personality whatsoever. And I just don't have as good a fucking, I am miserable the whole time I'm there having that fucking server. And they got this big fat fucking, all three girls in the fucking restaurant were all on their cell phones. Maybe they didn't have any work. Maybe their work's caught up, whatever. But they got this fat fucking person, disheveled, just fucking, and you know they're liberals. They fucking look like fucking liberals. They look like they hate me. And I'm like, we're to the point where we just won't go there because of the fucking presentation of the employees. Watch huge tips for service. Yeah, I always do. I always do. That's why I don't let people that eat with me, I don't let them fucking pay their own bill and tip the server, because I frequent those locations and that's a representation of me. So if I bring a couple people to a table and they fucking tip poorly, that's a representation of me. They do have a look, and they all have it. Every fucking one of them. You know those motherfuckers are at protests, and you know they're fucking getting government assistance in some manner. I'm Hillary. I was brought here by your best friend, Bootstrap Bill. Nope, none of the mystery tins have shipped. Restock Woodland Pals Mount multi-tool pouches with Fastex closure. Have you looked and verified that you cannot order that? Most all of our small pouches like that are wide open to order. And when you order it and we don't have it, we typically build them within a day or two. Like if I go to pull that order Monday morning and I don't have it, I hand it to Gody and I go plus 12. So however many orders there are for it, we will build it plus 12 items. Will somebody take a look and verify that it's not available? Standing around on your phone when your customer service representative of a business is it's absolutely bullshit. That tells you that there is no owner or management present. Especially in a restaurant. There is always something to do in a restaurant. And now they've got these fucking chime things. So you've got these chime things that sound like some kind of medical equipment going off. And I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And Amanda's like, it's Uber. And then the Grubhub one they have different chimes for different services. And they've got like 4 going. So there's apparently work to do. There's clearly fucking business. Not to mention the people in the restaurant standing around in your front. What's up, Brandel? Was the opera good? Was I dreaming that you recently talked about doing a run of 24-inch duffels? I just showed them earlier this evening. We're doing multicam black OD 24-inch duffels. And the only reason we're doing them is because we have an open order for one. And I needed one for an order. Yeah, it's baffling when people are like, hey, will you do a rerun of these fucking multi-tool pouches? Somebody had commented on, I think it was the multi-tool pouches on the video I did last week. And like, hey, when are you going to have these available? I'm like, they are available. They're fucking here right now. I just showed them on the video. And then somebody's here right now asking for it, but you can clearly order it. Like, I don't understand. Had a rad time. Right on. Where are you going to eat? Brandel, what are you going to eat? Management problem. Absolutely it is. Time to lean, time to clean. As the owner of this business, I still take fucking trash out. I still clean the bathroom. There is always something to do. Fastex is blocked out in his color choices. Got it, okay. Why is he not replying? Like we're clearly having a conversation. Used to be a chef. I don't know about America, but in Australia, the kitchens are cooked now. You can't yell at people when they mess up because 2010 kids be, yeah. There was a steakhouse that we went to 3, sometimes 4 times a month. What's that steakhouse I would go to, Josh? It was over there by Uncle Julio's. They have their own silver coin struck if you're a VIP, and they'll sit you. They will always have a seat for you anytime you enter the restaurant. Even at full capacity, they will always seat you if you're a VIP. I can't remember the name of it. We used to go there. And then during COVID, the service got shitty, the food got shitty. I've never been back to that restaurant. It was right there in Brentwood. It's right by the REI, that steakhouse there. We even had Christmas Eve there and ate Valentine's there once or twice. Like, we went there all the time. Okay, multi-tool. I hate this app on the phone. Multi-tool. We have sold 2,700 of those, it says. What do you think about the Australian Painter V? I don't know anything about him. I've had pans thrown at me and gotten burned. I still finish my shift. You sound like the kind of person fucking that they would want, man. 40 hours a week is 40 hours a week is part-time. 40 hours a week is something that your elite and your government has conditioned you to, and 40 hours a week will keep you a slave. It'll give you somewhat of a life you want to have. Del Frisco's, that's what it was. 40 hours a week will give you somewhat of a life you want to have. You will never be ahead, and you will be fucking broke and poor the second you stop working. 40 hours a week won't get you anywhere. 40 hours a week pays the bills. The other 40, you can do another 40 hours that starts your business. M81 Woodland. Pals Velcro, belt Velcro. I don't even see it on here. You know why it's not here? Because we've never made it, apparently. Amanda, can you, if you're listening, can you put on all 4 versions of the Woodland multi-tool pouch and make them so they are orderable, please? $90 hours a week doesn't cut it either. It depends what you do with your 90 hours a week. It depends what you do. And you know, me working 80 hours a week, Amanda works more than I do. We got back here probably 3 hours ago, and I started taking care of animals. I went and did the rabbits and changed over all the rats and did some shit around here. Amanda's fucking put different programs into the printer. She's been all over this fucking place. Now, she doesn't get handed a paycheck for the fucking 5 hours she just works. She doesn't have some money for it. But the product and the end things that she is creating, she can sell those things. Work more now than I'm retired. Yeah, absolutely you do. Absolutely, because in the military you were able to skate. Even in a high op tempo unit, guys still had time off. They still had time for fucking video games, and they had time for girlfriends, and they had time for strip clubs. When it's your own shit, and you don't have that guaranteed room to sleep in, or that bunk, or that on-base housing, or the chow hall, like, it's all on you. JR3, hey, hope all is well. Just ordered a 6-mag pistol pack in black, in multicam black. Any plans for OD with black trim? We did OD with black trim. Are they not orderable? Are they not? Maybe that's why we haven't sold them. I have them right now, don't I? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe they're not. Amanda, can you hear me? Are you on here? Hey, did you hear me when I asked about? You heard me about the multi-tool? Okay, somebody's asking when we're going to ever build these. Apparently they're not online to order.
What are not? The
Si-
OD green?
Yeah.
Quick ship?
Oh, maybe that's why. Can you?
They're on quick ship.
Okay, but I have all 6, so just verify that they are in fact populated and can be ordered.
I left my computer out here.
Yeah, Chuck says they are not. Yeah, we have them. She will put them online. The 6 mag pistol packs are on SOE quick ship. We don't do inventory. The inventory is mostly open so that you can order it, and when somebody orders something we don't have, it goes into a build queue so that we know what to build. What gets built is generally dictated by the order. So when we have an order that's got everything in the box minus that item, then we task that item out. 2 Woodland small mesh pockets Velcro. Those were just made. Those were just made the other day, so that order will most likely ship out on Monday. Yeah, Chuck said the OD black's not available on there. Found that when I didn't care about the money, the more I managed to make with hobbies and side hustles. Yeah. Yeah, whatever your side hustles are, that one thing's not enough. You have to do multiples of them. So you figure out how to make them work and then market them to the same customers. I have a mate here in Australia who is a Gen 1 Aussie. He works for a medical company, and he works harder than anyone I know. He's worth 500,000 at 29. You have to sacrifice. It is. You have the ability to work more hours right now when you are young, and you can react and move faster, and you are less encumbered. When do I think we'll be in World War III? I have no idea, man.
Hopefully never.
When do you think we'll be in World War III? And what does that look like, right? How will that affect you directly?
Okay, is the OD Black or live?
The OD Black are on SOE Quick Ship, and you can order those.
And no, you cannot use the discount code on quick ship.
Yeah, on Quick Ship you can't. There's no discounts, no promos, nothing. You get free.
Probably 6 questions in every single.
Yeah, you get free shipping. Got a co-op worker who welds in a shop 50 to 60 hours a week, goes home to breed snakes and reptiles, found a third income raising feeder rabbits because no one has them. J-Rod, are you aware that we have tons of snakes here? And I breed feeder rabbits and rats. I've got a building full of rats. I just did a full changeover tonight. And I have 2 areas with rabbits. We were actually talking, I think I'm adding 20 more rabbit cages in the next couple weeks here probably.
Okay, M81.
Make all 4 options of M81 multi-tool available.
Right.
When I looked, there were not. There wasn't even an option for fast text on there. Do you see it?
It wasn't. I just created it.
Perfect. You're saying they're available. Okay.
Yeah.
M81 multi-tools are all available now. Just use my 3D printer to make a ferro rod holder for my knife. Right on. Very cool. We just made a ton of battery holders for AA's. Different colors. You Velcro back them and then just put them on your visor cover. I would put them with whatever he needs them, right? Like your pelter wraps and such, and just, throw them in here with your pelters. Same with your night vision stuff. 6 pistol carriers can combine to a 12-pack via the included Velcro. That's right. Yep. Yep. Here, I'll get one and show them to you. Hold on.
So I was able to find up to 3 123s. I'm not finding them. Very weird.
So I made these with loop Velcro on them so that you could put patches or put them in things and not catch on shit. And then you just put the double-sided Velcro on, which we originally did on like our iPad sleeves. And you can put... Baby, I can't hear you. I know you're talking. I don't. All I hear is mumbling. I have any noise over here blocks anything you're saying. And then they just go together, just like that. Saw Kim flexing it. I didn't see Kim. I don't give fucking two shits about North Korea or anything they're doing. Why do banks close on federal holidays? Why does the fucking post office close at motherfucking all? Chicken farmer, have a good evening, man. Good week. There is nothing I can do about North Korea. Norhiko, what's up, man? And Japan will fuck up China. Like, we don't even have to deal with China trying to take Taiwan. Japan wants to fuck China up anyways. I had some hamachi in rice, you know, like cut rolls. Those were good today. I had those. Well, it's all sushi. Nigiri or rolls or any of it. Yeah, Japan already did it once. They did. Yeah. Nagiyama. We've been going to a ramen place, and I get a big ramen bowl, and then they have cut sushi there. They have it's a very limited menu, but the food is good. The black cat. There's two black cats. You can.
They don't really like it when you pet their heads.
Well, I just picked them up by their head, and they have no choice. I picked that little orange cat. I pick it up by its tail all the time.
That one cares no fuck.
Yeah.
He gives zero.
Anytime we're in the podcast room, he'll claw up the door frame,
Yeah.
wanting to come in.
He gives zero.
We get that box that's out there from the AC unit. He uses it like a hammock. He's just laying around in there and shit. He's so friendly. Places limited menu have better food. Yeah, maybe so. All I think about with North Korea is Team America. I so lonely. Yeah, I mean that's all he wants, right? Is to go to Disneyland. He just wants to go to Disneyland. He wants to be friends with Trump.
I want to be friends with Trump.
Chewy, a little over half already. What are we doing? A little over half. Are pairs? Are the fish paired? You're verifying the sexes on them? If so, that's awesome, man.
Okay, I found something now.
No, we don't make any plate carriers. We do make load carriage systems and vests, LBVs. If you want to see the cool shit, check out our rifleman kit. Check out our rallyman vest. Has North Korea retrieved their battleship turned submarine? I don't know, man. Dinner plate carrier, that's right. Dinner plate carrier. Modular frog, OD black. Yeah, I've got. You want a modular frog in OD black? I have them in OD ready to ship, I think. I encourage people to seriously consider working at airports if possible. It's a good job. They pay well. It's not excuse to not have a job. There's not an excuse to not have a job. Not if you're trying to. Not if you need money. If you don't want a job and you can do it and not have money, fuck, more power to you, man. If you have put yourself in a position where the tax man's not coming and you don't need that electricity and that water, more power to you, whatever you want to do. But there's not an excuse to not, have a job. There's not. Who try and come here? Modular LBVs. You are goated. I got 6. I wanted them, and I can only get 2 pairs of, but they're young enough for me to see the flight when they do pair off. I have an older frog rig, lots of room. The frog rigs are huge. They are. I have several colors. I think I have mod frogs in multicam and OD and Coyote. I think I have them all available to ship. Take a lot to be humble to get a real job, but you do better than most people do. Like, you don't. Who wants a real job? Like, you have a real job in order to develop your other job so that you don't have to have a real job. Mystery Ranch pack. What kind of Mystery Ranch did you get? What'd you go with, Chris? Hamster, what's up, dude? Shit just got too heavy today, and the cheese slipped off the cracker. We'll put it back on the cracker. 2-day assault pack. I have a 2-day assault pack. I like it. Somebody, I think I found it on eBay. Somebody makes a beaver tail for that, Chris. It attaches to those webbing points on the bottom and comes up, and then it has some clips that you attach on the side so you can stuff, a rain jacket or, a small helmet or something in there. I like it. I bought a couple of those. I want to say I got it off eBay. It might have been on Etsy, but I think it was eBay. There's a dude that makes them. Any bigger? Yeah, I have some 3-day packs, and I've got a Dragon Slayer, which is, built like the 3-day pack, but bigger. But those newer packs, the last packs I bought for myself and Amanda are 2-day packs, and Cody got one also. And we can lash shit to them on the outside and make them bigger if we need to. You could put a lot of stuff, on top and, around the sides. The Minute from Full Tank Tactical, I like them. I'm a fan. I like that panel loader he does. USPS late with the SOE delivery. Someone call Trump. I'm sure it's some kind of holiday right now. My workout split, ideally Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday. Just gym muscles. A covert rig. I gotta build some covert rigs. I've got to build one in woodland as we can make it, so that they know how to. I need a SOE sample is what I need. We have some open orders for those. They're nice rigs for what they're for, right? For covert type shit, they're awesome. Listen to audiobooks. Been digging that's funny you say that, man. I just downloaded his new book tonight, and I'm in chapter 2. They just got pulled out of the Vietnam canopy, and one of the helicopters went down, and he cut and fucking fell back down to Jack Carr's father, fell back down to the earth. I think it's Jack Carr's father or one of the South African dudes or something. And I just downloaded that book tonight. Cry Havoc. Jack used SOE gear when he was in the teams. If you dig back through his Instagram page, you will see several photos of him with SOE kit that I personally built him out of Mom's garage. They've been all screwed up at the post office for weeks. We're lucky. Like, our postal service is really good here. So are our UPS, and we got a really good FedEx lady now too. Everybody that we deal with is like, and you know, small town shit, but like maybe that's why we have a relationship with them more than most people do, and fucking real good. Like, our people that come here are really good. Even our FedEx drivers are good. Kraken, what's up, buddy? Do you have people who teach foraging information at the event? Yeah, we do. That doesn't mean you can't. And I am not involved with Self-Reliance Festival. They just did a Self-Reliance Festival. It was not here. I didn't even attend. Like, that's its own entity now. We had talked early on, and she's like, you know, we should make this into a big thing, and, you know, we'll need a different venue. I'm like, as soon as it's not on SOE, I am not involved. Like, if it gets to that point where you think it can run without me, then, you know, more power to you. I'm out. I'm done. And I don't know how this one went off, but I think that most of the people that came to the event, I think that over half of them came because of SOE, and they were not here for the event, but they were here for SOE. So I think there's some clear, visible separation there. Yeah, it never compensated us. We lost money every time and made less than zero money many times on it. That money was not passed to us, and the financial, it got to a point where I would rather not do it than be involved in it. I love seeing your FedEx lady. You ever show her the snakes? When she brought animals here, FedEx and UPS didn't realize that snakes could be delivered through their service. And we had ordered animals several times, and we had like an 11-foot reticulated python get delivered, and liability for no profit. So she's like, oh my God, there's a snake in here. Can you come get this? I hate snakes. And I'm like, well, listen, I'm supposed to open this in front of you. Do you want to see this? She's like, I'm scared to death of snakes. I'm like, look, let me bring you, come inside and check this out. There's a lot of snakes. They're in cages. It's like a zoo. We're not going to throw anything at you. We're not going to chase you. We're not going to scare you with it. You're going to walk inside, and you're going to see animals in cages. And I'm going to answer any questions you have. So we did that, and then I opened, I'm like, hey, I'm going to open this box back here. You can be clearly away from it. We opened it up, and she had a ton of questions. And now when animals come here, she's like, oh, I want to open this up. I want to see what you got. So, you know, she's not out catching snakes and shit, but she's not as scared of them as she was. That's a learned habit, right? Children, small children, if you put them out in a field or out in a playground and they see a snake, they're going to pick the snake up, right? That fear is instilled in them and taught to them. And it's probably better that they have fear than no fear until they're old enough to identify what kind of snake that is. But it's just like the same, you know, dad or brother or cousin or uncle gives a little girl a fucking shotgun and goes, here, shoot this. And she has no idea, and she shoots it, and it fucking, you know, hurts her wrist, hurts her fingers, fucking rings her ears because they didn't give her eye pro. You know, that's an asshole thing to do. And that's how the fear of most of the snake fear got in there. SRF at SOE was awesome, like a kid in a can. Yeah, we spent a lot of time. We made ourselves very available. People have events, and guys travel from around the United States to come to these events, and then they sit and don't make themselves accessible, right? They stay behind the rope, or they stay with their few friends. That's not how this was. Like, people were here for days and days, and we stood and talked and had conversations and would sit down and, you know, eat beside them and stuff. Like, we'd have a VIP dinner where people had to pay money to sit down at the table, and I always felt like an asshole with that. Like, I'm going to sit behind in this area and you're not allowed to. Like, I always thought that was, like, I understand it, but at the same time, it fucking sucks. My mom stopped looking in my pockets before washing them because of the snakes and frogs. Yeah. SOE Event Festival. Yeah, we'll do another one. Much love from Schnecksville, PA. Right on. Am I saying that right? Schnecksville. Schnecksville? I'm sure I'm slaying that. SOE days. I was scared of spiders till I realized they're cool. I don't care for spiders. And we have a lot of spiders out. Spiders are out right now, and you can walk into them. You feel the web on your forehead. You just walk back and then duck under it. Like, we got some really strong spider webs out there right now. I'm not deathly scared of them. Like, we used to go into tunnels and shit, and they'd get smaller, like drain sewer tunnels and drain systems. And you have to crawl through and shit. I mean, really crawl. And you just feel them. You knew there were spiders on you. You just feel the spider webs. I don't like spiders, but I'm not like scared of them. Most reptile guys keep a lot of spiders and arachnids because you can breed them pretty easily. I'm not interested in that at all. I'll look at them in cages and stuff, but I'm not a spider guy. SOE days, all products are $10 off, no shipping. We do that all the time anyways. You get way better deals than that fucking all the time. Just found your site and YouTube. Would you make a custom butt pack if I emailed you? There's a lack of Schmersh-like stuff on the market. No. Probably not. Like, have you looked at our butt pack? We have a fucking really, really badass butt pack. Smursh, Russian shit, our stuff stomps that, man. Like, we go 35 years back. We built gear for SF units. We built gear for SEAL teams. We have career issue gear still issued to SOF units. Like, they use nothing but that item that we build, and we have several of those. Our butt pack is pretty fucking feature rich. Actually, I have some right here. Our butt pack, you can attach it lower or higher. This is scuba webbing sewn inside here. It's very rigid, and that supports the weight of this that clips in, which clips into our LBVs and our rifleman, jungle assault rig. This here is a zipper pocket, and that zipper pocket has 2 layers of scuba webbing sewn in there so that this handle cannot pull off of there. And then there's scuba webbing here also. You have PALS webbing on the side so that you can attach canteens or med kits or whatever you want there. You have a rain fly, which doubles the capacity of the bag. And that bag is, what is it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 9 inches tall, maybe 10. And across the back, it's 3, 6, 12 inches across. You have 22 inches of webbing that close the bag and overstuff the bag. So even if you are here completely filled, you can still lock that over the lid, and you could put shit in here also and strap it in there. And then you have 22 inches of webbing underneath, so you can compress the bag down, or you can lash things to the bottom of the bag. How could I attach your butt pack to a regular 1-inch webbing for another harness? Just put on the male harness clips to the old harness. Yeah, or just get some 1-inch webbing and attach it to something there, right? Because the butt pack is meant to go on a belt. The butt pack is not to hang off. I've seen guys use these as little backpacks, and you could do that. But ideally, why is this here, right? I like my gear up higher. I don't like it smacking around. My buddy Lance, battalion recon dude, he'd have his lower, and he didn't mind that hitting him in the ass. I didn't care. That's why we have 2 rows there. So you could attach any of this or all of it to whatever yoke system you have with a back panel or your belt. And then these here just run 1-inch webbing with some tri-glides and some male buckles. And then you could run that 1-inch webbing up to whatever you have, whether it be your shoulder set or, you know, back panel or anything that's on, whatever your system is. But we just built those Friday. I've got quite a few of them in different colors right now. You can put a ton of gear. You could even take those 2 straps there and plug 1-inch webbing into there and use it as a shoulder strap. We've seen guys put climbing gear in them and medical stuff. And thank you for being live. So I do a live almost every night. Like this year is probably the first year that I've ever not done it every day of the year. And even then, I've only not done it a couple of days this year. Just like we're traveling or we're at a reptile show or something, and there's nothing to show you from the hotel. But I have done a live video for almost 10 years probably now. 10 years? Probably 8 years. I've done a live video every single day of the year to include Christmas and every holiday. I've done a live. You can go back. They're all there. I've got over 6,500 videos, and it's probably over 7,000 now. We've done full video series. We've done homesteading videos. I have a whole nother YouTube channel on reptiles and exotic animals called SOE Reptiles. So I do lives all the time, man. Jump in. Thanks for being here. I would rather watch you than watch a movie with the old woman. You know you're set when your lady is watching me with her, or anything that you're involved in. Like if I told Amanda to come over here and watch me do this video, she would sit here on the video with me. We watch a lot of the same stuff. We have, you know, similar interests, or we're watching different content and sending it back and forth always. Breakfast at the old shop. Yeah, there's a lot of breakfast videos up there. There certainly is, actually, now that you mention it. Anything you want to see Trump do that he hasn't? Yeah, I want to see him fucking stomp I want to see him do all the shit he said he was going to do. I want him to go after and prosecute the Epstein file people. I want to know who shot Charlie Kirk. I want to just all the shit, right? I feel like it's all just a fucking dog and pony show, and they're all the same motherfuckers. That's what I think. Trump is, yeah, I want to see him put Hillary in jail. If I was president, you'd be in jail. Then put the bitch in jail. I want to see him fucking kick Ilhan Omar out of the company, out of the fucking country. I want to see him fucking stomp the fucking call to prayer shit. I want to see everything he said he would do and all the shit I want him to do. I want him to do. Yeah, it's one big club, and you ain't in it. That's right, we ain't in it. I want to see him go after Biden. How was your day? My day was great. My day was good. I slept in. My wife and I got up and went and had breakfast. We had cinnamon roll pancakes and bacon and sausage. Came back here for a little while. We went to Jackson. We went to Home Depot or Lowe's and went and had sushi. Got back here, did some animal stuff, dealt with some animals, and then jumped on the video. I'm about to go and make popcorn and have a margarita. Yeah, I want to see Adam Schiff. I like, you keep hearing how they indicted these people. And why do we want that, right? That in itself is a distraction. You and I gain nothing by that. We want to see somebody else punished, but it doesn't do, yeah, deport AOC. Both of those are very wealthy people. Those are both very wealthy people. Ilhan Omar, her parents were the king and queen or president of that country, that area there. They were kicked out by those people and they fled, and we brought them to the United States. Same with AOC. Both of them went to very expensive colleges to become communists. I want to see motherfuckers in charge. Like, first of all, you shouldn't be paid to be a U.S. politician. We should call the most qualified for a 2-year stint or whatever. And when you leave, you don't leave with any more money than you came with. You should not want to be a politician. Nancy Pelosi's worth $243 million, yes. Her and her gay husband. Consider myself lucky. Me and my missus are watching you live after buying her another 350. That's cool, dude. Did you guys shoot it yet? That's awesome. Fucking good for you, man. All of them, including Vance, has 2 million. Yeah, Vance. I mean, look up where Vance came from. Vance hated Trump. Peter Thiel, he was a funding guy with Peter Thiel, right? He's going to be the next president. He doesn't even like Trump. He doesn't like you and me. Like his whole hillbilly elegy, it was all bullshit. That's Vance isn't even his motherfucking name. He took his fucking grandmother's maiden name. He announced 18 trillion U.S. investment from foreign countries. Yeah, Trump is definitely better for this country. That's not better for you and me. Yeah, Peter Thiel made Vance. Yeah. Number one created him and made him do it. You and everyone watching needs to legit stand tall, not let these commie fucks take the USA as the Aussies and Americans have been made. Absolutely. For real. I would like to go and handpick the Canadians and the Australians that are worth having and bring them on the Underground Railroad to the United States. Yeah, you want to see where fucking Canada and Australia are going? Look at the fucking UK. Look at England, man. There is an attack on your ability to feed yourself. There is an attack on your ability to raise your children. There is an attack on your ability to worship how you wish to. And it's going to get violent soon. It is violent. It is fucking violent. But it's going to be violent for the average person very soon. Go look at the Marriott in Alexandria, Virginia, and go look at where the Freemason temple is. Yeah, the Freemason. Once you know some Freemason signs and stuff, you will realize that it is everywhere. And they jail you over there if you say, yeah, it's fucking wild, man. I just had an interview. We did a 3-hour interview with a young man from England. We're debating on how to even put it out. I think we're just going to put it out. When they pull it, we'll just, put it up members. It'll probably come out members only first, just to kind of test it. Ed and Toolman Tim need to flee Canada. They do. And when you talk to Ed, the way all the crazy shit we see of Canada, that's less than 5% of the landmass. Just like California, all the crazy shit coming out of California, it's less than 5% of the real estate. If a nuke went off in those couple major cities, all that bullshit would be over with. The police here took a father to prison because he killed a crackhead who tried to take his kid. Yeah, man, you're seeing it all over the place. Look at the man who choked that dude out in the subway. They make you the villain. Look at the guys who kill their children's, rapists and child molesters, and then they have to go to trial. Like, that should be the end of it. Like, we know that man had tried to kidnap the kid previously, took the kid, and they got it back, and the guy broke into the house, and the father chased him down and executed him, and the sheriff was on his side. The district attorney and the state's attorney are prosecuting him over it. The Guidestones? Yeah, the Georgia Guidestones. Not yet 10-day Drox in California, but I'm going to make some very special requests. She likes high horsepower rounds. Right on. Right on. Shakespeare, the world is a stage. It is. This type of shit has been planted. It has been planted. I mean, if you look as far back as like Yuri Bezmenov, if you're not familiar with him, just go listen to some shorts. Type in Yuri Bezmenov, KGB agent, defected or came to the United States in some manner. He was talking about this in the 70s and the 80s. And the playbook, it has played out exactly as he said it would. Look into who the first person to get the COVID shot. Who was it, Sky? Can you stroke the goatee? All right, guys. Hey, I'm out of here. Everybody have a good evening. Be safe. Be careful. Be productive. More importantly, I hope all those go together for you, and they are all something that you wish to do. We've been talking about this shit over 10 years on here. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. BBS, recommended Bill Cooper. Guys, have a good